Hi, hello, I'm Natalie. We are going on a library scavenger hunt. I need to feel inspired. I wanted to make a quick fun video that I could get up in a day because I want to start posting twice a week, showcasing libraries. I saw Kayla from Lala and Books do a scavenger hunt using her TBR. I love that idea. I thought it was so fun. I'd like to put my own little twist on it and do it at the library. So I have got a list of prompts that I need to go through. In case you don't know what I mean when I say scavenger hunt, literally I will have a list of prompts and I have to pick a book that's related to that prompt, and it will lead me to the next book and the next book and the next book, and eventually I will end up with a book to read. And what I will do in this video is read the first chapter of the book that I end up with at the end and give you my initial thoughts on rating on the first chapter, and then I'll probably read it as part of a vlog later on and see if that marries up. I'm excited. So the library is about an hour away, so I need to drive there. Let's go and do our library scavenger hunt. We have arrived. I really didn't think about having to film in public, but it's okay, it's quite empty, it's late in the day. So the first prompt is find your favourite book. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for my favourite book of last month, which was Station 11 by Emily St John Mandel. Oh, and I have to go to the acknowledgements, and the first name I see, I have to find an author with the same name. But let's go. I thought it'd be quite easy to find Emily St John Mandel, but then was it under St? Was it under John, or was it under Mandel? It turns out it was actually under Mandel, and I did manage to find it, but I had to ask the librarian to help me. Also, I wasn't sure whether it was going to be under general fiction or sci-fi, but it was under general fiction, so I was able to find it. Luckily, I was kind of hoping they had the Glass Hotel in as well, but they did not. First name I came across was Cronin, so I need to find a book that's written by an author called Cronin or Justin, but my luck was in, and there was a book by Cronin sitting right there. I need to pick something on the cover and find it on another book. Village, man, a hat, sky, a lighthouse or a castle. My thinking was to find something with a village or a house or some kind of community in it. I thought crime and thriller would be my best bet for this, or horror to be fair, like a haunted house. Anyway, the thriller section came through, a book called The Maze by Hannah Allen, which I've never heard of. If you've read it, let me know, is it any good? The next task of the scavenger hunt was to flick to page 50, go to line 5 and choose a word from that line that features in the title of another book. So I chose Lost, and lo and behold, there was a book called The Lost from the same author as Naomi's Room, which I haven't read, but I have heard is very scary and very good. So now I need to find a 5-star read with these colours on the title: black, red and white. I headed to the W's in general fiction looking for Kevin Wilson, but he could not be located. They haven't got Nothing to See Here by Kevin Wilson, which has got black, white and red on the cover, which is my last 5-star read. So I'm just going to have a look on Goodreads and see how many pages it is, because then I need to find a book with the same number as pages. Trying to find a book with exactly 288 pages is a lot harder than it sounds. I looked through so many books. I've only got a clip of a few here. The Year of the Witching was unsuccessful, so was Book Eaters. Christina Henry, The House That Horror Built, again, did not have the right amount of pages. I was trying to go for books that look similar in size, but that didn't help. The September House was unsuccessful. Dark Matter was pretty close. We have 252. That remained an option in case I couldn't find anything else. Juno Dawson, that did not have enough pages. And then finally, I found Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson, and that had 292 pages, which is only a few pages off. This is the closest I can find. I'm going to be here all day. Let's flip over to any page, and the first name I see, I've got to find an author with that name. Let's go. same number of letters in the title. So this is a really long one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20 letters in the title. We can do this. 19. The first book I picked up, 19 letters. Found one. 20 letters. The next book's got to have a similar cover. Yeah. They both have large dogs, werewolves, sort of hanging over from the left-hand side of the page. They look pretty similar to me. I've got to flip through, find a random word, and then find a book with that word in the title. The Hunger of the Gods, page 269. Found a word, dead. And I found a book that I really want to read, Death of an Author by Neddy Corafor. So that is the one that we are going to be reading. Quick recap, my favourite book from last month was Station 11 by Emily St John Mandel. And the first name I came across in the acknowledgements was Cronin, which led me to a book by AJ Cronin. And I had to find something on the cover in another book. So I chose Houses, which led me to The Maze, where I had to go to page 50, line 5 and choose a word. And I chose Lost, which led me to The Lost by Jonathan Aycliffe. Then I had to find a 5-star read with the same colours in the cover. So I chose Nothing to See Here by Kevin Wilson. I found another book with the same number of pages, which led me to A Diary of Blood. And then I had to find a book whose author has the same name as the first name that I come across in Diary of Blood, which led me to Alexis Henderson, The Year of the Witch In. And then I had to find a book with the same amount of letters in the title, which led me to A Cosmology of Monsters. Then I had to find a book with a similar cover, which led me to The Hunger of Gods. The random word I chose from this book was dead, which led me to my final pick, Death of an Author by Neddy Corafor. Terrible lighting. I'm in the car park. I've just got back and I'm so excited to read Neddy Corafor's new release, Death of the Author. I hear that this is like a book within a book, kind of sci-fi, something weird happens. I'm really excited, and I haven't read her other sci-fi books yet, Binti, but I do have them on my Kindle. I'm gonna go home now, read the first chapter of this. I think I'll rate it out of 5 for you and let you know what I think of the first chapter. Hopefully it's going to be amazing. But yeah, I was actually in there for hours. It was fun. I really enjoyed that. I will come back to you soon with my thoughts. It is the next day. I have just finished the first chapter of Death of the Author by Neddy Corafor, and I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I am intrigued. The chapter is called The Interview, and it is nice and short. It's literally, how many pages? 6 pages. Starts off with a woman. She's a surgeon. She's just sort of become a mother, and she gets a phone call late at night from her sister asking her to come and pick her up. Her sister's absolutely wasted, and then she sprays a guy with pepper spray, which I am intrigued. I want to see what happens next. So that is such a good start. So we'll have to see after I finish this book whether this rating matches up with the overall rating of the book. So yeah, I'm going to give the first chapter 4 stars. How exciting. Let me know if you've read this already and what you thought, and I will come back to you in another vlog or a reading wrap up and let you know my final thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one soon. Bye.